Good morning, everyone. At least it's very early morning for me. I am about to head to the airport. Got an extra trip added on that I was not ready for. It's a work trip, going to be going to New Jersey for work for about a week and a half. Of course, because it's work, I can't really show you guys too much, but I will show you guys my hotel room and give you a lot of tips about how to stay in a hotel, and hopefully I'll get to see the city a little bit and maybe even make it into New York, but we will see. So let's head to the airport. I took the flight with one of my coworkers, and when we arrived in New Jersey, we had booked a car service to pick us up at the airport and take us to our hotel. He was so friendly and drove awesome, and I was able to capture a little bit of footage of New Jersey as we were making our way to the hotel. Okay, so I finally made it to New Jersey. It has been a crazy day. It's not too late on California time. It is, let me see here, it's 8:15. However, in New Jersey it is 11:15 and I have to be up early in the morning. So anyway, when we arrived, we worked for a very brief bit and talked to our IT guys. And then we went out to eat at this great place. It's called Ta Korea. It is a taco Korean fusion restaurant. And let me tell you, it is so good. I got the double fried wings in the crispy soy sauce. These wings are ridiculously huge. I mean, massive wings, and they are so good. I normally, when I eat wings, I usually eat them with ranch or blue cheese, whatever. I don't care, I'm not picky, but the flavor on these wings, you didn't even need that. We came back, we worked for another hour or two, and now we are in for the night in our rooms. I wanted to show you guys this room in detail and kind of show you guys my routine that I do when I stay in a hotel. Of course, everyone has their own thing, but I have a routine that I go through and do. One thing while I'm at the door is I make sure that I lock the door before I go to bed, put the little brace there. Then down here, you can see they have the extra lock because I want to make sure nobody's coming in, especially when I'm staying by myself. When you first walk in, you do have these two closets here, and I'll open these up. I'm trying to do this from a distance so you guys can see, but down here you have a safe and you have two drawers, and then in here you have an ironing board, an iron, and some hangers, and then you do have a little thing here to put your luggage on. So this is nice, very big. Normally in hotels, like this top space up here would be reserved for like extra blankets or linens. This hotel, they don't have them. Maybe it's too early for that, but most hotels do have extra linens and things up in the top of these types of closets. From there, across the way, you have the bathroom, and this is a very nice bathroom. It's very, very pretty. Probably get to see me in the mirror here. But you do have a single sink, and then you do have two drawers. Down here you have all of the towels and stuff. Then in the shower, you just have a basic walk-in shower. right here. On the wall, they do have body wash and shampoo. Pharmacopoeia is the brand, but they have that available for you. And then they do have the rain shower head as well as a more concentrated shower head. I haven't tried the shower out yet, but that's kind of cool that you have an option. You do have some hooks right here to hang whatever, some more towels. Nothing behind the door, but you do have a full-length mirror on the door there. So that is the bathroom. When you first walk in, let me turn around here. When you first walk in, you also have a kitchen. So in this kitchen, you have a full-size fridge. I went ahead and put my leftovers in there, but it is a full-size fridge and freezer, pretty big. I mean, this is what you would probably find in most homes. It's really, really big. You have microwave, dishwasher, sink, stove. You have coffee and tea right here. I have yet, so there's some bowls up here. I've yet to go through these cabinets. There was some bowls, silverware, cups, plates. And I haven't told you yet, this is the Element by Weston. I do not know what's going on with my bangs. I cannot control my bangs. This is the Element by Weston. I am trying to think where we are. We're in New Jersey. What is the name of this town? It's right next to Newark. I'll come up with it in a second. Looks like you have a toaster, some dish stuff, a wine cork opener, corkscrew. That tells you how tired I am. Underneath the sink is garbage can, and down here under the stove, you do have some pots and pans down there. All right. If you wanted a little place to eat, they do have some bar stool chairs underneath this kind of open area. I have my laptop sitting here right now because I want to show you at the end of this kitchen is a nice desk. The cool thing about this desk is that it has a glass top and you can see through. The drawers slide in and out, and you have a nice little chair here, and this slides in and out as well. The phone is located here. You do have a lamp and charger for the desk as well, and a garbage can underneath there. And then separating the kitchen office area from the living room bedroom area, you have this little cabinet right here where you can put things, and across here you can move those bar stools to right here and turn this kind of into a bar area. I've got all my junk sitting here, but you have this nice little kind of like a little small desktop that you can put things. The flooring is kind of like a, I don't know, laminate hardwood flooring for the office kitchen area, but then the bedroom living room area has carpet. The bedroom, this looks like a, what is that, a king size bed maybe. 2 nightstands. There is a clock over on the other side there, but 2 nightstands with lamps and drawers. And then the living room area is a really nice couch. I don't know, I'm kind of curious if, yes, this looks like a pull-out bed for this couch. And then over here, this is just a regular couch. So it's kind of a, I don't know, it's actually not a full couch. It's more of a, and it's not really a love seat. It's kind of half couch, half love seat. Here's the couch part, here's the love seat part, because the measurements are not, accurate for a couch or love seat. But this one is a pull-out bed, probably a full-sized bed. And then in the middle, you do have a nice little table, and the table has some little cubbies under there as well. The back side of the divider has a little cubby there. You do have the TV here, and all of the cables for the TV are under there. But you also have another little desk area, so you can sit here and use that as a little table if you wanted to. The TV does swivel, so that's kind of cool. But this is the room. It's really, really nice, really nice. The view here is okay. It's nothing spectacular. Here is the daytime view. And then here is the nighttime view. If you can see, I can't see too much. Yeah, the closer I get, the worse it looks because of the screen, but you can kind of see it's okay. It's an okay view. So I do have routines when I first come to a hotel. Number one tip above anything else when you get to a hotel is check your bed. Believe me, before you unpack, yeah, you can set your stuff down, get it out of your hands, but before you unpack, check your bed. I always pull the covers back and just kind of give it a once over, because let me tell you, I've had it happen before. That is a story for another time. I will tell you guys some horror stories from traveling, and one of them is bugs in the bed. So my number one thing that I always do when I travel and stay in a hotel is check that bed for any kind of grossness. Even if it's not bugs, you want to make sure you're going to be sleeping in as clean of a bed as possible. So no hair, no gross stains on the sheets. And if you get into the room and you're unloading all of your stuff and then you find out the bed's messed up, you have to pack everything back up. So it's always best to check the bed first, and then you can go downstairs and go, hey, this place is gross. The second thing I do is I set up my bathroom. The majority of bathrooms will have, I'm gonna look for it. I think this is it. A floor mat. So whether you have a walk-in shower like this hotel room does, or if you have just a tub or a combination of shower, tub, whatever, I always lay down the floor mat first, just because if I don't, I'll forget, I'll get in the shower, and then when I get out, I'll get water all over the place. So I always put that down first. Then I start to unpack. So as nice as this place is, and it is nice, there is a couple of things that I'm not too fond of. And the first thing is, I have my packing cubes that I used to pack, and normally I just take them out of my suitcase, open a drawer, plop them in, open them up, and I'm unpacked. However, there's no drawers to do that. There's no like credenza or chest of drawers or anything like that. There's open cubbies, but they're kind of narrow and I can't really see my stuff. So what I have done is I have turned the TV and I have placed all of my packing cubes across here. So the way I did my packing, I can just open these up. I'm doing this with one hand here. There we go. I can just open this up. I have pants, jackets, my dress stuff, because a lot of times for work you might have to dress up a good bit. I have sweaters. I'm not going to open those just yet because I don't feel like it's that cold yet, but it's supposed to be cold. And then I have my tops, but I'm going to have to just leave my clothes sitting out like this. And then on this side, I have all of my undies, my socks, I have bras, bathing suit, and I have my 2 bandanas that I talked about in my 5 weird things that I take with me video. I think I'm just going to take my suitcase, instead of putting it on the rack thing, which would be in the way, I'm just going to roll it and stick it underneath this bar so it's kind of out of the way. I have my jewelry. I can move my little jacket out of the way, my keys for the room. I can have my jewelry here, but that is unpacked. And I also have my backpack fell over. I have my shoes. I'll just have my shoes sitting there. I'll obviously put my laptop on the desk. And the other thing that I went ahead and unpacked is my toiletry kit. I hung up in the bathroom, and then as I need things, I can take them out. Another thing I don't like is, yeah, this bed is huge. Actually, this might be a queen now that I'm looking at it. I think this is a queen bed, but it looks bigger than it is because you have these corners that stick out, and I have already clocked my shin on this corner and almost fallen. So with this hotel, I will say it is very nice. The amenities are nice. Be nice if they had a pool, but they don't. They do have a gym, they have a restaurant, and it looks nice. We have the courtyard next to where we're working, but there are some weird things, like don't put sharp corners on the edge of the bed. That makes no sense. And then have drawers, have a place where you can actually unpack your clothes. But overall, pretty good. This is gonna be my home away from home for the next week and a half. And we were talking about possibly getting out and taking the train, because we found out that the Path train station is a block over, if that. It's just right down the street. So if we do, we might head over to New York. Fingers crossed that we have time to do that. Maybe tomorrow or Sunday. Today, what is today? Today's Thursday, so maybe either tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. We'll see. But if we do, I'm taking you guys with me. So that is the room. So this is the conference area where you can set up various tables and have meetings. We are actually going to be using this at my work, but it's a pretty big room. You can set up a lot of stations where a lot of people can work in there. And you also have this really nice courtyard out here where you can sit and relax. They do have a grill over here. It is a little loud, and I think the reason why it's kind of loud is there's live music right down here. I believe they're having a teachers convention, so that is why it's kind of loud. But as you can see, have a nice little courtyard, and you have the hotel here. So this is where I am going to be for the next week and a half, is this courtyard and this room.